building. Thank you for your leadership on this bill. I rise in support of this bill for many reasons. The first reason is that America needs to market itself. You'd think that, everybody loves America. But I've found in my travels and talking with people that not everybody has the same opinion about America. And right now, if you turn on your television, the rest of the world's trying to get people who live in this country to go travel to their country, go to Spain, go to the Caribbean, go to New Zealand, go everywhere, go to Canada. It's all trying to get our people to be tourists in their country. Well, finally, we did something about it. We've been doing this in agriculture for a long time. With the Agricultural Marketing Act, we decided, well, let's market America. Let's tell people what this great country is and how you can get here and what you're going to see when you get here. It's had a tremendous effect. It really has. It's to me the biggest jump starter for jobs that we could do, because tourism is everywhere. It's all those things. It's little restaurants. It's museums. It's essentially Washington, D.C., from parks to rivers to everything. And that's what America's made of. There's also, I think, in this hot world right now, complicated world, the news is full of bad stuff. And unfortunately, America, because of all our movies and television, also has an opinion of people that this is the most dangerous country in the world to visit. We've got to get over that, because everybody who comes here finds that it's not true at all. It's a very friendly people and wonderful help. So it's very important. It's kind of a foreign policy to say, come on, come see this great country, this pillar of the world, and meet the people. And you know, next year we're going to have the 100th anniversary of our national park system. And we're the only country in the world that has a national park system like this one. They're the most beautiful places in America. I would suggest that, frankly, this is a great product. It's bipartisan. Mr. Bilirakis and I have been co-chairs of this tourism caucus. We've been trying to get every member to join. It was interesting. We got more Democrats to join the caucus than Republicans. And hopefully now with this bill and this sort of discussion of how important this is to your local district. And I'll tell you, there isn't a chamber of commerce in the United States that isn't watching this vote and hoping that we'll pass this bill. Because those tourists are just like politics, all of it is local. All tourism is local. They go to some community, and they go to the main street, and they help the small businesses. I represent a pretty remote area of California called Big Sur, beautiful coastline. The foreign tourists are carrying the economy of that area by their visits. The Europeans are visiting it in greater numbers than ever before. And if you talk to any of the merchants, they'll say, but for that European travel after the recession we've had, we wouldn't be recovering like it is. So I want every member of Congress to join our caucus, because what do? Caucuses produce things. We produce this reauthorization bill, and Mr. Bilirakis, as co-chair, carried it, and he's done a tremendous job. So it's important that we focus for a moment on the importance of tourism as an industry. Just like steel and electronics and airlines, but it's made up of all these other parts. And that industry is in every single congressional district. And if this is the tide that lifts the ships, that brings the tourists here, it's also the tide that will help leave that tourist tax dollar, that tourist expenditure dollar in our local community, and hire people to be a service-oriented industry. So I applaud our colleagues in Congress for reauthorizing. We've done this before without controversy, because it's a pay-for. It's already paid for. It's not a tax. It's a fee that's levied on tourists coming to this country to get a visa. And that fee then goes into a portion of it into paying for this promotion. So it is a win-win. It's